Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. How are y'all doing? It's actually not morning time. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I ain't working today, so I'm trying to get these videos edited. I was able to work some last week. I worked 3 days. I was able to get some footage for y'all. My wife had her surgery last week, so I took the week off. And after Tuesday, she seemed to be all right, so I went and run the loader for a few days, and she's doing well. But anyway, I'm gonna let it get to the video, and I go into further detail about how everything's going and stuff like that. But this has been a week since then, and if everything is going like it should, in about 2 weeks, I'm gonna have a major announcement, and we'll see what happens. But if everything goes right, there should be a lot more videos coming very soon. Appreciate all y'all, and I hope y'all enjoy what I got. Thank you. 10. We are, I figured Milwaukee be here.
Someone's gonna be over here. Milwaukee didn't know how to finesse the other rival, so he had to go to that job.
I got you. Alright, good morning everybody. Y'all see what's going on. I forgot I had the camera on, but I'm back in the woods. I worked yesterday. Today is Thursday. Yeah. Look on it. I ain't got no pole saw, so I'm trying to keep this wood clean. But anyway, the loader man over here, he's on vacation this week. So I come out here Wednesday. I was going to work all week, but my wife wound up having her surgery this week. If y'all remember, I told you she was having some kidney problems. But anyway, she had her surgery Monday, and everything, doctor said it went as well as it could, so she's got to have we don't know exactly yet. There's a good chance she's going to have a couple more surgeries. But if the Lord's willing, she might not have any more. You know, I don't know. But she's doing better. I took the week off at work. I had planned on taking it off anyway to come out here and kind of fill in, but anyway, life happened. But anyway, so I come in here yesterday and they're finishing up. We're finishing up the block they're on, and let's see. I worked pine maybe half a day yesterday, a little more than half a day. Then we switched to hardwood. I probably got, I don't know, I ain't got half a day left over here. And then we'll be moving. We ain't moving far. So that's that. This ain't the crew I used to work with. This is the other crew. But the other crew, they're doing all right. They're still working. So the pulpwood market's been pretty crazy here lately. I don't work out here no more, but I still get the text messages from the mills and the closures and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And our main pulpwood market's been very hit and miss here lately. They're down all week this week. But so anyway, so it's really hurting the other crew because, you know, they're a thinning crew. But, you know, it's not just us. I see it all the time. All these people all over the place got mills closing and stuff like that. So, and they closing for good. You never know with logging. But yeah, what I'm loading here is all the wood that everybody's been avoiding, is what it looks like. But we're gonna get it done. Man, there's good timber in here. I didn't see much of it, but what I did see was nice. I didn't record nothing yesterday. By the time I really got going and ready to record, the sun was up, and man, it's about the worst I've seen. In the morning, the sun comes straight up off the D-limber, and in the afternoon, the sun is straight ahead of us right here. Yeah, I mean, it's rough. I don't think they could have picked a worse spot. That's that. My new job is still going, man. It's a great job. It's a great company. The job itself kind of sucks, but somebody gotta do it, you know what I'm saying? weekend, see, I worked the weekend, and man, we had a lot of people that I've talked to that have been there 12, 15 years have never seen it happen, but the whole plant went down where they had somebody somewhere made a mistake causing the whole plant to lose power, electricity. And then it took, the power went down at 3 o'clock. By the time they got the first generator going, it was like 9 that night. Anyway, the plant runs off of steam. Like most of the stuff, that how stuff gets done around there, stuff has to get heated up, and they do it by steam. So whenever the plant goes down, you lose steam. Not only do you lose electricity, so all your computers, all your controls, you lose that. All your pumps, you lose that, but you lose steam. You can get the power and electricity back instantly, you know, basically, once you ever get the generators going. But it takes a little while for the steam. So they got the power going on at like 9. My shift started at 6. They got the power on at 9. We finally got steam, man, like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And then that's when we first started getting steam. Then it had to build up and heat up, build up pressure. Anyway, man, we weren't able to dump all weekend because we finally got steam, and then we leave and the next shift comes in, and the company takes the steam away to give it to somebody else, to a more important department. I mean, all the departments are important, but some are more important to keep going. The longer they're down, the worse, you know. So anyway, so that was pretty crazy. But I learned right much about how all the pipes work and what valve controls what, and different things like that. And let's see, something else. I learned to train. I finally, they send you to train school, so you can get signed off to be able to drive the train. So I learned how to drive a train, which is pretty cool. It's easy. There's not a whole lot to it. Yeah, there's not a whole lot to it. You ain't got to steer. You got forward and reverse. You got a throttle and you got a brake. The biggest thing you got to really worry about is not overwork. They're driven off electrical motors. I mean, they're big diesel engines, but the big diesel engines just run electrical motors. The biggest thing you got to worry about is not overworking the electrical motor. And we don't have to worry about it on my department, because we don't use the air for the air brakes. But also make sure you don't lose air pressure. But other than that, man, it's pretty easy. You just gotta know the lingo and know how to take directions. You go north or south, 3 cars, 4 cars, you know. They give you direction and distance, then you do it. hope all y'all been well. I know it's been a while. Things ain't quite going like I hoped as far as with being able to record, logging and stuff. But it is what it is. And for right now, that's how it is. I like to go see the other crew, my old crew. But they've been working pretty far from the house. They've been there for a minute now. But I believe they're finishing up. They were supposed to pull one of the trucks from here and send over there, but then the truck that was supposed to come in and take his place couldn't come. So now they got the tractor driver from this job. He's driving the company log truck. Went to go get a couple loads from the other crew to help them finish up. So right now it's just me out here. My brother's supposed to be coming. He'll be a tractor driver today, I reckon. Truck on this job, we got 2 trucks that come in. Well, 3 of them. All 3 of the trucks that work over here know how to run the loader, so they come in and load themselves. And that's great and all, but one thing about having truck drivers that run loader, they leave the bull crap. Like whenever I would run a loader, I would try to load at least a couple bucketfuls on each load of bull crap, of the bad wood. Where, I mean, it's still merchantable, but it's difficult, crooked, small, short. Anyway, when you have truck drivers loading themselves, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna leave the wood like that. They're gonna take the good wood and leave the rest. Whatever. But that's one of the downfalls. Daggone truck drivers, I tell you. Yeah, there ain't really much left over here. I don't know if y'all can see. There ain't a whole lot left over here, so probably won't record a whole lot left on this block. Hopefully we'll get it hauled and moved today. If I can get moved today, that would be great for them. Tomorrow, I'm gonna come tomorrow, and that'll be it for a while. So if I could get out of here and get back into some good timber, that'd be great. Gotta tell you, bad timber, or it ain't, I wouldn't say bad timber, but it ain't nothing to write home about, and it don't really make you want to turn the camera on, you know what I'm saying? Come on, you sack of your way. Something ain't right. But yeah, see, look, that wood just barely long enough. That's the stuff truck drivers leave. Well, that's alright. Alright, let's get some of this top wood. Took forever. Raggedy mess. We'll take one piece Alright folks, so my help still ain't here. Maybe it'd be here directly, but I'm gonna get to work cutting up some hardwood. Hopefully we be able to get it hauled, and we don't have far to move. I don't know if we'll be able to get moved or not, but we'll see what happens. And I'll check y'all out later. Peace out!